She's not a black American. She's an Indian American. Some of the black Americans are warning other black Americans about Kamala Harris. She's more an Indian American. What has she ever done for the black American community? That was a lie, a propagandistic statement from President Joe Biden. But she's not one of us. Let's just all stop demeaning people to be the best fit for us just because we simply share the same skin color as them. Black Americans all over the US, some of them are saying they are not supporting Kamala Harris because she's not one of them. And in the 3 years she has been vice president, what has she ever done for the black community, for the black American? Most of the black Americans complain that they had even forgotten that there is a vice president. They have been seeing, hearing everything from President Joe Biden and not from Vice President Kamala Harris. Why all this? Why some black Americans are saying no to Kamala Harris? And they are now denouncing her that she's an Indian American, not a black American. Why all this? Okay, let's just go dive in and start with the tweets, the comments from the black Americans. Why they are saying this? Even there are some videos talking about Kamala Harris, why they are not supporting him. Some of them. Some support and some are not supporting, and they are giving their reasons why. Okay, let's start with Tony. Black Americans are warning other black Americans about Kamala Harris. I've never seen anything like this before. Let's just all stop demeaning people to be the best fit for us just because we simply share the same skin color as them. Let's first watch this video. What is she talking about? What is the message in this video? She's a black American, and she has a point here that you must listen to. Let's hear her statement.
Black folks, every time I turn around, I just get more and more sick of y'all. What in the hell are y'all celebrating? Y'all haven't seen Camilla this entire time. Camilla did the same exact thing the average nigga do when they know they're about to need you. Figure out a way to get in contact with you. She threw up a barbecue. Niggas been getting tricked for years with food. She allowed y'all to drink up all the Czech sodas that y'all wanted and take all the pictures with her that y'all wanted, showing nothing but gums and teeth. Half of the photos that y'all was able to take with this woman wouldn't have dare been captured in a photo with half of y'all if she didn't need you. She wouldn't dare be even caught standing beside some of y'all if she didn't need you. And y'all celebrating because she was able to raise up millions of dollars in 24 hours? When we got sisters and brothers out here in the world can barely provide food on the table for their families. People out here in the world hurting, and y'all in celebration mode over this fuckery. Honestly, I think the best thing for all of us to do is do like our grandparents taught us. Stop tending to other people's house and worry about our own house. Some of y'all are too focused on the White House. In fact, some of y'all are just entirely too grown. You actually seen plenty presidents make it in and out the White House with absolutely no change being made after they depart. So I don't know why some of y'all grown ass is celebrating like y'all doing. You should be crying. You should be actually focused more on your finances, because by now you should know that all of this shit is about money. And if you ain't got none, you don't even matter. Your vote don't even matter. Your opinion don't even matter. Your celebration don't even matter. And let's just all stop deeming people to be the best fit for us just because we simply share the same skin color as them.
Oh gosh, let's stop deeming people because we see they are the best fit for us just because they share the same skin color as ours. That where was Kamala the past 3 years? Has she been there for us? Has she done anything for us? Has she fought for our rights? Has she fought for our being black Africans in the US? Some are saying none. She has done nothing. And we should stop tinting other people's houses and we begin minding about our houses, our homes. That many black Americans are tinting the White House and they forget their homes. You have bills to pay. You have a lot of burden on your shoulders. Nobody cares. They're complaining that in the first 3 years, the president or the vice president or the leaders who claim to be black Americans and they asked for the support from the black Americans and they were voted into offices. For the first 3 years, they hide themselves from the black Americans community. Then in the 4th year, when they want to be re-elected or they want to be elected into offices, then they come back and they start thinking more about the black Americans. That's their complaint, that when they vote you into offices, you forget them for 3 years. Then you come back to them in the last year because you want to be again voted into office. That's why they are saying on this they are not going to support Kamala, and they have just started denouncing her that she's not a black American, she's an Indian American. They are complaining that. Okay, another statement here says once every 4 years the Democrats will come out and they slather their way into the black entertainment space. But it's like the first 3 years, you don't see them anywhere. I'm seeing a lot of Kamala right now. I forgot we had yes. But it's like for the first 3 years, you don't see them anywhere. I'm seeing a lot of Kamala right now. I forgot we had a vice president. I'm seeing a lot of Kamala right now. I forgot we had a vice president. These are black Americans saying all this stuff. That they are forgotten in the first 3 years after attending the office. And in the last year, you come to them asking for support, asking for votes. Is it really right? Okay, let's share this video. It has a message from black Americans why they are denouncing Kamala.
Does anybody else notice that once every 4 years, the Democrats will come out of whatever little hole they're in and slither their way into the black entertainment space? Or they'll be in black churches and black events. But it's like for the first 3 years, you don't see them anywhere. Now, I may be wrong, I don't know. But I'm seeing a lot more Kamala right now, and I have not seen her for 3 years. Hell, I forgot we had a vice president. I thought it was just Biden by himself in jail. Like, what the hell? Where did she come from? And I think they use black celebrities to coerce black people into doing their business, like they did Taraji P. Henson. Taraji probably don't give no goddamn about no Agenda 2025. They probably paid her to say that shit. Yes, I'm in these streets. And she's only in these streets on election year. Ain't that some shit? Does anybody else notice that once every 4 years, the Democrats will come out of whatever little hole they're in and slither their way into the black entertainment space? Or they'll be in black churches and black events. But it's like for the first 3 years, you don't see them anywhere. Now, I may be wrong. I don't know. But I'm seeing a lot more Kamala right now. And I have not seen her for 3 years. Hell, I forgot we had a vice president. I thought it was just Biden by himself in jail. Like, what the hell? Where did she come from? And I think they use black celebrities to coerce black people into doing their business, like they did Taraji P. Henson. Taraji probably don't give no goddamn about no Agenda 2025. They probably paid her to say that shit. Yes, I'm in these streets. And she's only in these streets on election year. Ain't that some shit? Does anybody else notice that?
That is what they are thinking. That's why what they're saying. The black Americans, they feel they are forgotten. They are just used for leaders to get into offices, and after getting into the office, they forget the black community. They forget the black Americans. For 3 years, they talk about them. They don't do anything about the black community. They don't fight for their rights. They don't fight for their existence. They are forgotten forever. And when it's time to ask for votes, they vibe. Like, we love you. We need you. We're the same. We like you. That's why now they are changing their narrative. They are changing their mind. And they say, no, it's not as usual. This time, no. The black Americans, they are stepping down. They're putting their step down. They want to be heard. They are saying she's stepping up, probably about to be sworn in as Biden steps down. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Why the black Americans are saying no this time? There is another video here I want to share with you. This one is a panel of 10 black Americans and Kamala Harris, and this is they have their pain. Let's share with it and feel it.
It's a bad idea? Is it only because she a black woman?
Yeah.
Do you not see how that's a bad idea?
Elaborate.
Okay, so we're in 3 proxy wars with some of the most powerful leaders in the world. She failed at the border, in which we have an estimation of 15 to 20 million people illegally into this country. That is literally overtaking and bankrupting Chicago to the tune of over $400 million per year, and they're in a deficit. Oakland is going out of business. San Francisco ditto. California, $65 billion deficit. New York, they're literally cutting trash, in which they are the rattiest, dirtiest city, and they've taken up resources as far as free healthcare, free hotels to the tune of $600 a day. They're literally taking over your schools. Your taxpayer dollars are going to fund the migrant crisis. She was supposed to be in charge of this. We have a failing economy. Every single day I see people getting on the internet talking about $30 an hour is the new minimum wage because inflation is fucking out of control. At one point, it was at almost 10%, depending on what city that you in. She has no policy, no record to stand on. One of the biggest things that she did in her career was lock up more black men than ever before. But we sitting here and vote her in office on identity politics. The very person that she was under as far as the president of the United States of America, she called him racist during a debate, which shows you how fake she is. And the only thing that we can stand on from a policy perspective is whether or not she's black and she's a woman. We did that during the Obama administration, and he didn't do anything for black people. As a matter of fact, y'all complain because the only person that he did, or the only group of people that he really stood for is the alphabet community, and that's his landmark thing that he's still standing on today. So the only thing that we have to stand on is identity politics. That shit didn't work with Tiffany Henyard in Dayton, Illinois. It didn't work with Karen Bass. It didn't work with Lori Lightfoot in Chicago. It didn't work with Brandon Johnson.
That's
hold on.
That's the message from the black community. Hear this one. It's a strong message that a woman who says she is going to vote for Harris because she's a black woman gets a quick wake-up lesson. Oh gosh. Why the black community is denouncing Harris? Why? Whoa. There is this one. Okay. Black Americans are making their voices heard, saying that do not support Kamala Harris. I'm waiting on Mr. Olange man to bring his okay. Let's get the message. Why really? They are saying no to Kamala.
Hey, yo, Democrats, let me tell you something real quick. We ain't fucking with Kamala. Nah. We don't like no parts of. We ain't like her when she became the vice president. You know damn well we ain't trying to have her dead. Because see, this bitch still talking about electric school buses and shit. When asked, what can you do for the black community, she said nothing. But yet again, their administration did something for the Asians, the Native Americans, the transgenders, and you know, but it couldn't do nothing for the blacks. You know what I'm saying? Now, your chocolate ass, I just don't feel like you responded right with the nasty stuff. I don't. Because as a black woman, you should have been mad as hell. As a black woman, you should have been hot, Kamala, but you wasn't. You was still crispy cool. Now, I don't know no black women that were crispy cool like that, but you know, that ain't none of my business, but it is though, because I just want everybody to know we ain't fucking with you. We is not fucking with you, Kamala. You is not it. You don't even look the part. You don't even look like you can come in there and black woman some shit. You don't. You don't. I don't remember not one time you even stood up for us, Kamala. You ain't putting no foot in the fire. You ain't did shit in the whole time you been in politics. You was right here putting our brothers away and, you know what I'm saying, not allowing evidence to show to get them out of jail. You know, that was you. That was you, Kamala. You did that. So I hope them Democrats don't think it's going to have an Obama effect where we was voting by color. Because I promise you, I'm waiting on Mr. Orange Man to bring his ass back. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. We is not fucking with you tonight. All my people is voting for Donald Trump. I don't know nobody who is excited about this motherfucker Kamala because she a sister. She ain't you ain't no you really ain't no sister Kamala. We don't. And you ain't got but what, about 3 months to flip our mind? It ain't gonna happen, Cap. Trump 2024. Y'all thought y'all had us. Y'all thought hey, y'all thought y'all had us. Y'all thought y'all had us. Nah. We good. Come on, Trump. You in your ear. We ready.
That's the message. That's the feel from the black Americans. That's what they are feeling inside their heads, inside their minds, that they are not catered for. They are not given time. Nobody's care to them. They are needed during the time of voting and during the time of asking votes. Voters who go in office will be there for you, and when they come into offices, they enter those offices, they forget about the black Americans. That's why they are complaining that Kamala has been there for 3 years and she has done nothing for the black Americans. That's their message. And I don't know why the black community is now raising up, is open their minds, that they should not just support anyone like that, but there must be values. There must be. Why are we supporting you? Now the question is there. Why are we supporting Kamala? They're asking. Okay, let's have a quick here that some really foolish black people raised over $1 million for the East Indian Kamala Harris, but refused to demand anything for it. That black Americans, they corrected. They raised $1 million for Kamala, but they're not demanding anything for that $1 million. Now, what I'm saying, the black Americans have started demanding value for their support, value for their money. If we vote you, if we put you in the office, what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do that will benefit the black American? That's now what they're asking from Kamala. But I think if Kamala addresses these issues, they'll give her support. Some who are trying to step away from her, I think when she addresses these issues from the black Americans, they'll support her, they'll not support her. They are saying Trump. Okay. Meanwhile, Good Hope Illinois is dangerous. Is okay. Let's have I think this message. It's a good one. Here from a black woman.
I remember one time I was coming from Chicago to Macomb and we was about to run out of gas. I mean, we absolutely cannot make it back to Macomb without getting some gas. And unfortunately, we had to stop in Good Hope, Illinois. We only needed a little bit of gas to get back to where we needed to go. So when we pulled up, my boyfriend was like, I'm not leaving you in a car. And I'm like, I'm not letting you walk in there by yourself. So we literally linked arms and we walked in that motherfucker ready for whatever to happen, because you could tell just by simply pulling up and the way that people looked at us when they realized that we was black, that we was not supposed to be there. As soon as we go into the gas station, even the lady was like, do y'all know where y'all at? And I was like, no. And my boyfriend did. He's like, yeah, we in Good Hope. We just need a little bit of gas so we can get back to Macomb. She was like, okay, well, get your gas and hurry up and get the fuck out. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck you mean get the fuck out? Like, girl, are we in danger like this? Like, it looked like we in danger, but I didn't realize how much danger we were truly in. So my boyfriend like, hurry up. We go get the gas. As we pump in to get the gas, now mind you, I'm not finna sit in the car. I'm standing right by his side, because shit, if anything gonna happen to us, it's gonna happen to us together. Few minutes later, the cops pull up and the cops like, hurry up and get your gas. And I'm like, all right, cool. We get our gas. We jump in the car. We drive and the cops start following us. And we like, oh my God, they better stop us. And he like, no, I'm trying to make sure. He pulled up on us because my boyfriend pulled over because he was like, I guess he gonna stop me. And the cop pulled up and was like, no, I need to get you out the city. So we like, bet, say less. So we start pulling off. We get to the city limits. He stopped following us. We like, okay, good. So mind you, at this time I was working at Hy-Vee and the next day I had to go to work. And it was one of my coworkers. I absolutely loved him. His name was Stevie, right? And Stevie lived in Good Hope, Illinois. So I had told him the next day, I was like, yo, I was in Good Hope. And he was like, were you that black couple getting gas last night? And I was like, yeah, how did you know? He's like, yeah, because everybody was calling around because it was a black couple getting gas last night. And I'm like, yo, I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. I thought I was just in danger for the people in the gas station. Not that y'all were calling people at their house to let them know that it was black people in the town. And I just looked it up, and Good Hope only has 400 people in the town right now. So I can only imagine what it was in like 2012. But baby, people always think that Illinois is not racist because they look at Chicago, but once you pass them city limits, baby, it's a whole nother ball game.
Black Americans are raising now their voices that in the US, in America, we have 61 white men on the percentage and 55 white women. Black men, they are 19%, that is 4%, white men, that's 35%, white women, that's 32%, black women, that's 8%, they're 9%, Latino men, they're 5%, Latino women, they're 8%, and altogether it's 8%, all other it's 8%. So why today black Americans are not satisfied, are raising up their voices? They are saying they have been used all the years. All right, okay. Many of them, they have an issue, and they say, look, here is my black. They say Kamala is an Indian American, but not a black American. You see what they are portraying, what they are sharing, that really, if there are facts here, Kamala, she's not a black American. Many black Americans are not happy or are not supporting Kamala. Some are saying, no, we will not support you, Kamala. No, we will not support you because of our reasons, of our. Let's listen.
They don't know nothing about nothing.
They don't really understand how hard it is just to live with day-to-day life.
When we speak, they don't listen. What they understand least about us is that we are human beings too, and we got rights too. I don't think they take us serious. They take us for granted.
The fact that we're just Americans, first of all. A lot of times they think that we are just going to follow maybe what our parents followed or what our grandparents followed, and they think that we're not thinkers, smart enough to think for ourselves and really look at this for what it is.
They believe that black people are uneducated, that they don't love their country, and they are just led by whatever they see on news, celebrities, and the media.
Not gullible the black voter is. They're underestimating the black voter. They're putting us in a box, and they think we won't deviate from the norm.
They don't come to the hood and see what's going on in the hood, so they'll never know what's going on in the hood.
They don't have black voters if they don't have any broke black voters.
They can't buy us. The black vote has long stood with the Democratic Party for long, and I feel like they have taken that for granted, and they haven't done much with it. And black men are entrepreneurial. Black men are responsible. Black men want to take care of their family. Black men are competent. Black men are able, and we can't be bought with socialist agendas. We are smart and we're able.
We're trying to get up out of here, take care of our people, get rich, feed the wealth, you feel me, and make it somewhere. They don't know that.
They let people in a box. That's what the Democrats don't understand about black people. They're smart, intelligent, and will think for themselves.
Oh, they think that we're all broke. They think that we need handouts. And it's just not like that. We're hardworking people.
We're just normal people. We're not special because we're black. No person is special because of their race. We're just normal people, and that's it. And you don't have to treat us like we're a brand new creature, okay? Trying to make me think that I deserve more than somebody else. I've been mistreated more than others. No, we're just normal people, and we live normally in society. That's it.
They literally estimate the zeal of the people to get successful in this country. It doesn't matter how they look. It doesn't matter where they come from. Everybody wants to succeed. They want a chance at that American future. And they at least understand that because they think that somehow they can associate that only with their party. But people are looking for success wherever they can find it. And if the conservative movement shows them that that's where they're going to find that success, then guess where they're going to go? That's exactly where they're going to go.
Not all of us think of ourselves in relation to our skin color. This is really about values and morals and how you see the world, and you just vote that and vote that way and whatever's best for you. Not everybody's going to fall in line with the Democrat or the Republican, you know, so it's just our individual thing. But attacking people because they vote one way and think they're supposed to vote, you know, Democrat because they're black is probably not really a good idea.
I feel like sometimes they're just like, you know, trying to get the vote for like any other reasons, but then end up not really like following the agenda.
Democrats view black men as really, it was almost like we're not there in the community, right? That's untrue. Now, I always got the feeling as a young man that I was like an absentee. They felt like black men were absentees in society. That's not true, and it's never been true. We've had some hard ways to go in society, but it's never because we were absentees in society. We have families and we live in society and we want to live and prosper in our family just like anyone else. There is no, I think, there's no black guy, no white guy like that. We are Americans and we should always respect one another.
They use us and they forget us. They use us and they drop us. Black Americans are raising up their voices that the Democrats, they are taking us for granted. We do have families, we pay bills, we take care of our families, and they think we are not there. We are not there. And they believe we survive on handouts. That when they need us, they'll come with some little dollars they give us, then we vote for them, then we chant their names. But after assuming the office, they don't think about us anymore. They don't plan for us. They don't feel we do exist. We exist, we, as the black Americans, and we deserve our existence. The way you need us to vote for you, it must be the way you need us when we need you. Black Americans are now waking up. This is a wake-up call. Never take us for granted. And it's everywhere. Wherever you go, all the black Americans have changed the narrative, saying, no, look here. We've been there for you, but you've been not there for us. We vote for you, we put you in office, and they forget us. That's what they are saying. Oh, black Americans.
As a black man, so is playing the race card here really a smart strategy?
You know, thank you so much, Laura, for having me once again on your show. It is absolutely the most silliest thing that they could possibly do, because most African Americans know that the illegals' benefit card is worth more than our worthless black card. So why would we care about who Kamala Harris is, about her race or her gender? We care about the policies that she has pushed with Joe Biden for the past 3.5 years. We are struggling. We can't even make ends meet. You talked about retirement earlier. I have to work till I'm 70 years old in order to get my full retirement. So, you know, no, Black America is not supporting Kamala Harris. All right. Her color has nothing to do with the failed policies that she has championed and stood on for 3.5 years.
Now, people have called Kamala the DEI candidate, but Democrats, they don't like that.
Whenever you hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean.
Latina, when you hear
when you hear DEI, Kamala, is that what I've heard? DEI?
DEI, think of the N-word? That's where they are. That's it.
Well, you know, Laura, thank you for having me on. I just want to say this. The Democrats are full of crap. And I think that they know that the American people can see through the crap that they're pushing and circulating out there to the Black community. If anything, the Democrats, they're the ones who are sowing division in the community, in this country. They're not about uniting everyone together. They're about themselves. They're about power. They're about division. They have their own agenda in place, and this thing has been in the works for years. It's just that now it's coming to light, and people are starting to wake up. They're opening up their eyes. And I'm going to tell you something. The Black community, we will not support her. Nope. You know, they can try to race bait us. Nope. They can try to push the gender agenda.
You heard that? You heard that? The Black community is not supported. They do not vote for her. Oh, you heard that? The Black community, they are raising up their voices. We will not vote for you, the Democrats, because you've taken us for granted. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
In our
community. And speaking of that, Latina, speaking of that, I got a place because they're starting this pressure campaign for any Black person or minority who is not considering voting for Kamala.
You're going to look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color, but really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely on that side.
All right, one line from each of you. Madeline, you're going to look really weird, Madeline, if you don't support her.
You know, I'm not paying her no mind. You know, I'm not supporting Kamala Harris because I don't believe in the continued genocide of Black babies in the womb through abortion, where she's...
You heard that? Continued genocide for Black babies? Oh, gosh.
Pushing tooth and nail, even to the 3rd trimester. You know, I don't believe in that, and I don't support that, and I don't believe that most of the, especially Black women in the Black community, support that.
Latina, you're weird if you don't support Kamala Harris. You're weird.
Well, you know, I think, you know, that's a weird statement coming from, you know, Miss Reed. I don't think she's all there mentally. God help us all.
No, let's be nice.
No disrespect.
She's very nice. She's very nice to me in the elevator. We sometimes ride the elevator together, and she's actually a very. I said we should do something for charity, like go on the road and do some show for charity, and she said she would. So, I mean, I'm going to hold her to that. But I don't know. It just seems like a weak argument. I mean, if Kamala Harris is a smart woman who has a record to run on, then run on the record.
Yes.
Just run on it.
I agree.
To me.
But what record does she have?
Well, that's a good point. Latina, Madeline, great to see both of you. Thanks so much.
Oh, yes. Black Americans, they are raising up their voices, saying that the Black people, if you try to support Kamala, you look weird. Blow. Why? They have their reasons, and everybody is saying so. That some Kamala Harris and the Democrats entirely, they use the black community, they use the black American, and in the long run they forget them. They never think about them anymore. They spend the first 3 years in the office when they are not thinking about a black man, a black woman, a black community. Then after those 3 years, when they want to get in the office again, they think back. Oh, we have our community. We have the black Americans. We should run there. They are ours. It's a belief now in the Democrats that all black Americans must and are supporting a democratic. Even if what, no matter what, they'll support us. So that's why they're raising their voices now that you look here. We will not just support you like that. We will not just be there for you. We will not just clean your houses when our houses are dirty. We will not provide meal to your table when our tables are empty. We need to be cared for. We have also to be taken serious, that we are serious. We're just not here for handouts. The Democrats think, according to the black Americans, they take them for granted. Like, you just give them a handout, they vote you, they'll be there for you, they will support you. Now they are saying it's never a guarantee that all the black Americans will support the Democrat. They're saying they might. They are going to support Donald.